Historically, the gay community had always been marked by people of different generations interacting in very different ways. And that happened in different ways. It happened at bars, it happened at pride parades, it happened at bookstores, it happens in the classroom. We now live at a moment of greater atomization because of the internet, cell phones, dating apps. So now sometimes there isn't so much exchange, which is not good. It is not good because people of different ages have different experiences, different knowledge, embodied knowledge, archive knowledge. Drag queens are a living archive, a moving museum of songs, gossip, gestures, of art, of references to Hollywood, to famous actors and actresses. Comedy can sometimes serve as a way to transmit information. So I think it's crucial for people of many ages to dialogue, be able to talk to each other, to interact with each other, to be friends with each other, to have friends or acquaintances, or at the very least talk to people of different generations is crucial.
For some folks, like when I had went to the most recent Pride that we had in the summer, we saw older folks there, and it was really nice to be able to have them there, and learning that they were there also to celebrate the people that they knew in the 80s who died from AIDS, and it was a way different experience for them compared to this 8-year-old kid that I met who is trans and whose mom just wants to love them and express that love. It's a wildly different experience. And the fact that both can be part of that, and neither one is better than the other, which is really cool too, but that we can learn from that. But there is some, I think, intergenerational tension when it comes to respect, right? Like there's in the community, younger folks may not always respect the elderly. So there's going to be that naturally in social and cultural norms. But what's really interesting is how Pride has been organized in the past is to honor the history and to celebrate that. So it gives, it pays attention to the older crowd. And there are prides who really emphasize that. And then there are prides who want to get away from that. They de-emphasize that. So for instance, Los Angeles Pride, like maybe a year or two ago, they are trying to make it into a music festival. I mean, they already had music, but they're really trying to advertise music festival, they call it a queer Coachella, to get the millennial generation in. And when they were thinking about why is that, because you're also kind of ignoring 20% of the other population who are not millennials. And the argument was that the younger generation would be more profitable. So you have a capitalistic mentality that also has presented itself within the generations that wasn't necessarily present, after Stonewall. As soon as that happened, it was all grassroots, all nonprofit, all voluntary. So, but then you have folks like in New York who are like, no, this is Pride for these very specific historic reasons, and they bring in politics and they bring in that social cultural history that's really, really important.